was never the type to fold, but oh, you got a deeper hold. I made the world come to you. There's nothing for you I wouldn't do. Give you everything you want. This is me, it ain't no fun. We can take on anything. Give me your hand, I'll lead the way. Look forward to brighter days, cause you ain't gonna find nobody better than me. 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 Ooh.
My phone started doing things. All right, we back. My phone acting stupid, y'all. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. But the song was about to be over anyway. We got Gretchen in the building. She's setting up and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Gretchen.
What's up, Lucy?
Gretchen Elise.
All right, so that was our song of the week. I'm going to play it. I'm probably going to play it again next week, y'all. Since y'all didn't get the whole feel of the end of the song, even though it's only like 20 seconds left. But we're going to get into sports. You going to do sports, B?
I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
So, biggest win of the weekend, I think Eagles won 31-25. They now 4-0 undefeated on the season.
Go
The
Eagles.
Phillies won 2-1 over the Twins. They going into the playoffs for Red October, so looking forward to try to get another World Series. And then the Union won against DC 6-0. Smoke DC.
Okay. Go ahead, Union.
So a lot of winning going on this last couple weeks.
Right.
All right. I guess I'm going to get into the weather. Right now, it's 74 degrees with a high of 80 and a low of 60. Sunset is at 6:45. It's getting earlier and earlier, you guys. Is it fall yet? It's fall, right?
Yeah, it's fall. It's fall.
All right. Yeah, I knew it was one of them days that just passed. It was like, fall is here, bitches. It's still hot, though. Thank God. All right. So, Tuesday is going to be 79 with a low of 64. Wednesday is going to be 70 with a low of 53. Thursday is going to be 68 with a low of 48. Friday is going to be 71 with a low of 49. Saturday is going to be 75 with a low of 52. Sunday is going to be 76 with a low of 54. And Monday is going to be 77 with a low of 58. And it's going to be sunny all week. All week it's going to be sunny. All right, we got some upcoming events. All right. The industry event day party celebration Libra season. That is October 18th. It's $5 entry. It is hosted by Miss Yum El Dinero, Meek 46th Street. The performance is by Cash Porter and Miss Purple. Doors open at 5. It's at the His and Hers Lounge. That is at 216 South Street. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets. We're going to be in there doing interviews. We got our donation going on for our Winter Wonder Drive. We're asking for clothes, food, canned food, not all food, just canned food, blankets, anything you think the children will need. Just drop it off. Make sure it's new or partially new. That's all we ask. And drop off location is right here at Glockwood Radio Station, 4933 Old York Road. And when you come in here, get some clothes too. Get you some custom stuff made. Support. All right. We also have Blackwear presents Rap Mania. That is Sunday, October 5th, and that will be at the at Club Limitless, and that is at 1797 Paul Street, St. Paul Street, Mike. And that would be 50 of the hottest artists. And from 1 o'clock the Eagles game, 4 o'clock the performances. It is $3 shots. It's hookah there. Make sure y'all pull up. It's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be 50 fucking artists. I'm excited. That's a lot of artists. That's a long ass day. 50. Is they doing one song? Or they doing like 2 or 3 songs. That's gonna be a long, fun day.
It might just be 50.
I hope it's not 50 artists that I know. I hope it's like maybe
50
like
artists.
half the artists I know and then new artists that I get to network with.
Got it.
All right. As y'all know, The Wrong Bitch is out right now on Tubi. Go stream that shit up. Go watch it. Go catch our cameo. And I think that's it for upcoming events.
Yeah.
And then for news, I wanted to get in a little bit into the David case. Do y'all know about the David case?
Tell us more about the David case.
Why?
You don't want to get into it? You don't want to talk about the David case?
Go ahead.
Should I save it?
Go ahead. David.
All right, so I'm going to just tell y'all everything that's going on. So basically, it's a singer named David. He's signed to Benny Blanco. I'm going to just tell y'all the conspiracy joint for real. So I'm going to tell y'all the joint, then I'm going to tell y'all the conspiracy. So he's 20. He was dating a 14-year-old. He'd been dating her since she was 11.
What?
She ran away from home twice. She ran away from home recently to go be with him, and she basically found up dead in his Tesla in the front of his trunk. And she was found on September 8th. And September 7th was her birthday, so she basically turned 15 in the trunk. David was actually on tour when this girl was found, and he was kind of on tour like before she went missing or whatever like that. So they like raided his house already. The cops went in his house already. They're collecting evidence, and he basically has a song like in a video with him killing, his lover and putting them in the trunk and all that stuff like that. So, but other people had access to this house that they were at. Other people had access to this Tesla, and he was on tour around the time that she died. So, I don't know. Now, the conspiracy is, y'all know Kanika Jenkins, right? Y'all remember the Kanika Jenkins case? The girl in Chicago, she was found in a hotel freezer, and her organs and stuff was missing, and they don't know what happened to her. Well, Selena Gomez was somehow tied to that case. If y'all didn't know, basically they took her Kanika Jenkins organs for Selena Gomez, allegedly. So now, for her kidney, to be technically. Now, it's been 10 years since that happened. The joint I watched, they say, kidneys don't last that long. You have to get a new replacement kidney after a certain amount of years. And they was like, it's that time for her. And now this girl has ended up dead, and he signed to Benny Blanco. So
That's crazy.
that's like the conspiracy theory. But they don't know if David did it or not yet. They don't know how she was killed yet. Nothing came back yet. So I just have, I got my options open on what I think before I just say, he murdered her. What y'all think?
I think that's like her whole life since she was 11, 15 with the dude that's dubious.
Predators. It's crazy. Watch your kids on the internet. Get them off Discord. They be talking about, keep your kids off of Roblox. No, keep your kids off of Discord. Keep your kids off Discord. Discord is fucking crazy. It's wild. It's nasty. Keep them the fuck off of it. All right. So we have our guests.
Keep them busy doing good other stuff,
Yes.
Yeah.
writing songs,
Doing artwork.
playing sports.
Creating whatever they
Creating
want to
things.
create. Ask your child what you like to do. What you want to do? You want to do hair? You want to do nails? You want to fix houses? You want to do plumbing? What you want to do? Let's figure it out. Not Discord. Stay off of Discord.
There's plenty out there. You just have to find it.
And there's plenty of resources out there too. All right, so we're gonna get into Gretchen.
Yeah.
My son recently got into finance. He's 14.
Really?
I said, "You want to go to camp for what?"
That's so dope.
I know. In the end, I'm like, "Oh, maybe you're going to be financing all of our careers."
Yeah. Gonna bring in the money.
Yeah, he found a free program on South Street.
Oh, really? On
It's
South
called
Street?
Culture House, something or other, 4th and South.
Well, look that up, y'all, and see
Culture
if,
House.
if
ni-
your children are into
niche.
that
It's
type
called
of
the
stuff.
Niche Clinic.
The Niche Clinic.
Yeah, and it's free. Tap in with me later if you want really the details.
Oh, find
Tell you
your
how to
niche.
access. Yes.
All right, so we are here to talk about you and your new song.
That was quite a segue from that story. I'm like, whoa, I'm not sure what is the proper route to like
Oh,
bring
we
it
just
back.
keep moving.
Bring it
That's
back.
all. We just keep moving. That's it.
Keep it running.
They say keep it running.
Keep running. That's true.
There you go.
That's
no.
true. That's the
At the
segue.
end of the day, that don't got nothing to do with me.
Just keep it moving. That is it. That's it. Stay out of trouble. Keep myself out of trouble.
Yeah,
Keep moving.
We is running away from it right now to Gretchen's song. Running. All right. So tell us.
You've been before we even start. Can I please give a big shout out to Glockaware, especially
you can.
Lucy for being Bnoir on the screen. You guys have been like, Lucy, you've been a big champion of this release, of me in general, but since this release has rolled out, you've been really putting it out front, and I really appreciate that.
Friends.
Well, I mean,
I love your music.
it's
Like,
you had the friends isn't enough. It has to be good for you to want to keep putting it out there. So
I just
I'm
said,
proud.
and I love your music.
thank you, thank you.
I listen to it all the time. That's like my morning mix. That's part of my morning mix. That and the Away.
Oh yeah. Shout out Authentic and Merc
Awesome.
Beats. Merc Beats is the same producer on that track that did Running.
Really?
That's why I went back to him.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
He's a good producer.
Yes. Yeah, he worked with Erykah Badu. He has a platinum record, I think, with Eric for Worldwide Underground. Said okay.
Snap. All right, but before we get into your song, tell us a little bit about you. Like, let the people know who you are and, like, how you got into music.
Wow. I got into actually first I was just moving. Like we were just talking about. I was really a gymnast, dancer growing up.
Oh,
But I
snap.
did do music. I was lucky enough to have great music in school. So I was in choir, bell choir. I played I think cello for a little bit, piano.
That's so dope.
And so that's how I got the skills that I was able to go back to later in life when I was done with competing and everything. I was like, okay, I need to find another creative route. So I was able to write songs already and write the music content of the songs because I had that head start from really good public school music program. So that's why I'm such an advocate, fighting for arts in Philly schools, fighting for arts in any school, because it's just essential for people to be able to express themselves. So yeah, I kind of knew I used to just dance all the time, and then I had some injuries, so I knew that I couldn't at some point pursue that professionally.
Right.
So I knew my heart, like my soul, my mental health needed a creative outlet, so I went back into music and started churning out. First it was like singer-songwriter, like I made a mixtape right out the box, and then I started recording professionally and learning jazz standards so I would have a vocabulary with other jam musicians. So I do have a foundation in jazz, but it's always been a little bit of a blend because I've always been into hip-hop, R&B, reggae, because it's dance, it's music you
Right.
can move to.
You definitely make music you can move to.
And even if it's just like just a steady groove,
Yeah.
you might not be out there going crazy, but something that really moves you. So my original music has always been a mix of genres, I'd say.
I agree. Because when I listen to your music, I get all types of vibes. Like
Mhm.
some are jazzy,
I
some
definitely
are
get the
dance.
jazz.
Some is like swing music. Is that what it's called? Am I right?
Yeah, there's some swing.
Yeah, all right.
That's like a really traditional jazz groove.
Mhm.
Some is like Caribbean, soca, calypso, a little bit of soul.
Yeah.
So yes, I always rely on the listeners to help me figure out how to put it in a
But
box and market it, because you have to choose your genre on CD Baby, DistroKid, whatever your distribution service is, iTunes, Apple Music. They make you choose. That's the hardest part for me.
So you can't pick like different, like put them the same one in different ones.
You have, if you have a whole project, it's much easier to
just
market
put it
if
in
it's-
one.
Yeah, that was my challenge really in the last. I brought just to kind of give a display of that I do go back some time to actually have released
Oh snap.
you know, hard copy CDs, and they're like a design prize.
dope.
Each of them actually were designed by my husband.
Shout out to your husband.
Yeah, Luke. He's got
Shout out to Luke.
he's got the eye. So yeah, so it's like artwork, you know. If you're buying merch,
Do you have any questions?
Oh, so with all the genres that you are a part of, what would you characterize your genre as?
Right.
like if I had to pick one,
Yeah,
Well-
if you had to pick one.
I recently discovered that Robert Glasper, who was very contentious, right? Who was it that was brought up that whole controversy and it turned into a whole meme and a whole joke? Was it like Chris Brown asked, who the fuck is Robert Glasper? And then it turned into this big joke because he's been around forever. He won a Grammy for a recently established Grammy category called Alternative Jazz.
Oh shit.
And that's like specifically a blend of jazz and soul and hip hop production and music directions. And I think that's what I'm going to claim. But it's not exactly in your everyday vocabulary.
Right.
That's kind of technical, but I'm starting to hashtag that on all my songs now.
Alternative jazz.
Alternative jazz.
Alternative jazz.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
I'm
that.
right with that.
You think that fits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Definitely fits.
I mean, from more of a hip hop perspective, you hear jazz, but from jazz players' perspective, they hear pop. So it's tricky. But I think that's a good hashtag for me, alternative jazz.
You got any questions, Bo?
yeah. Who were some of your early musical influences?
I would say Third World. Great reggae classic type production, right? Judy Mowat. Definitely some female reggae singers. Judy Mowat is at the front. I know the entire Beatles repertoire. I just say by heart. My dad is Norwegian, so I kind of got that European kind of angle on listening. And then all the whole neo soul greats like Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Les Nubians. Any Les Nubians fans out there? They did drop into Philly for a while when Five Spot was hopping. And further back than that, the jazz influence, I would say like Ella Fitzgerald, Abby Lincoln, and my old voice teacher, Mili Bermejo, who was they call the Latin Abby Lincoln.
Oh snap.
Yeah, she I studied with her for a long time in Boston when I was living up there. She's Mexican. She passed, but I really try to carry all the lessons from her forward. So I would call her as one of my influences. Is that enough? I could go on and on for like 2 hours.
That sounds good.
Sade.
Oh yeah.
All right. When you're writing songs, do you usually start with lyrics, melodies, or just a feeling you want to capture?
Wow, good question. I start with lyrics and the story and the bass line. And then usually I do like a little voice memo. I write down the lyrics, or I do a little voice memo with kind of the melody or the hook that comes to mind. Usually the lyrics and melody come at the same time. And I hear the bass line, which right now I'm learning bass.
Oh snap.
And then the whole song kind of develops from there because the bass line sort of dictates the chords.
Okay.
and then I had to tweak it. Then you work on the hook, then you work on, oh, this doesn't rhyme, or really what's the flow, or sometimes you get stuck like, what really is the story? What's my point? You write a bunch
trying to tell a story, because most people just put out songs and they not telling the story. They just saying words.
You think?
So that goes to our next question then. Is your music more of a storytelling tool or just a healing space?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. Can I say both?
Yes, you can. That's definitely the option.
And I would say also some songs, like last time I was here for the Authentic Philosophies 4th anniversary. Whoop whoop whoop.
Yeah.
I sang "What's Wrong with This Picture" and I posted that reel this morning. That is definitely a story. Like, that is a factual story that happened, of me at a Caribbean Carnival in Boston being offered special treatment, basically, I think, from the cops for being white. And so it's about privilege, you know, what's wrong with this picture, something ain't right. But then there's songs that are more kind of impressionistic. Like, if you think of, okay, you can paint a tree and it's very accurate, all the leaves are exactly recognizable, their shape. Or you could paint something like what the Impressionists started to do that kind of looks like a tree, but it actually just suggests a tree.
Yeah.
And you have to infer, okay, yeah, that's a tree. And maybe it's blue, you know? Or they paint it like black or whatever. So I would say some of my songs that are more poetic are more impressionistic, like they try to illustrate a feeling that I'm having, and it might not be tied to one specific story. Maybe you hear one story and Lucy hears a different one.
I like that.
So those, but I would say all of them are for healing, because something about the writing process, and then to me essential is the performing process, is this energy exchange that is very healing to me. And it's funny because I released one tune produced by a group composition earlier this year by Donald Robinson, who's an OG producer that worked with Stephanie Mills, Vanessa Williams, and back in the day, and he's very active through today. And he kept asking me the same thing, like, look, are you an artist? Are you a producer? Are you a songwriter? Like, pick your lane. And
You ain't
No.
pick one yet?
Oh, what you mean pick my lane? I am all. I own all rights. What you talking about?
I mean, his point is like pick his point. He's very kind and nurturing and supportive. I think his point is like, pick the thing you're best at and really dig into that,
All
really dive into that.
Hone in on it.
But
There's nothing wrong with
but
what
I
that
think
man said.
what we discovered through all that exploration is like, no, I'm a performer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm a songwriter, but I'm not just writing my songs for somebody else. I need to perform them because of that healing aspect.
I'm an artist.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If Jill Scott comes walking, or her comes walking around, or, you know, SZA needs to borrow a tune.
Hey, hey.
Hey, that could finance my whole next recording. I'm game. But that's not my primary objective.
All right, tell us about running and what inspired that song.
Mm-hmm.
Running. I was coming out of the pandemic, and it was kind of a dark time for a lot of people, and a time that a lot of people looked back. I was looking back on all of my music writing that I hadn't published yet during some years where I did a few singles, came out with Wawa, came out with Away, came out with Thank You, but I hadn't done a whole album for a long time. So I was looking back on a lot of writing from before and stories from before that maybe didn't get told yet. And that song is about healing and kind of trying to reach somebody that I can't reach. Maybe it's somebody in my own past, or even a past life. Maybe it's somebody that has passed is kind of like a lot of layers. And
Yeah.
again, sometimes I start writing a story.
Perspective, huh?
That's
All
why
about
you said
perspective, huh?
everybody can see it in
Yeah,
different ways.
and I hear like when writers that write novels, write characters, then they say, okay, well, the character kind of stemmed from this lady that I knew, such and such, but then the character takes on their own life
Yeah.
and like kind of keeps moving beyond what you intended. So I don't like to tell exactly the story of how a song like Running originates, because I in a sense I don't want to show you the movie before you read the book.
Right.
Read your-
Mm.
Who did the video?
the
Yeah,
video.
dope.
The video is fire.
I so appreciate you checking it out and appreciating it.
You on the damn lineup.
Yeah,
no
tell them
choice
to go
but
vote for
check it out.
Gretchen video and Friday TV Top 5.
The video is insane. The video was done by Michi Hill, is the video director at Supreme Cinema out of Camden. And I got to know him through Authentic, who was a longtime MC collaborator. I've been performing with him for 10 years.
Shout out
And now
to
we
him.
have a couple of recordings. So I met Michi through him. I met Merc Beats also, who's based in Lumberton, New Jersey, and Mount Holly, also through the Authentic. So he's kind of a link to, a lot of these
Shout out to
creatives.
Authentic.
And so I went back. I had done one video for a tune called Thank You 3 years ago, which is super cute, based in West Philly. 3 years ago, and I knew we had a really good collaboration, just like a quick, this is my vision, let's go. So he came this time. He said he usually listens to a song 100 times
Yeah.
from an artist before coming up with a vision for how to film it. I had some ideas. I had an idea about location, and then he said, okay, I want to do an indoor and an outdoor shoot, and can you bring an actor in? You know anybody? And it took me about 35 seconds to call Carlo Campbell, who
out to
is
him.
one of the founders of Theater in the X, which people may know as a theater company that works primarily out of Malcolm X Park in West Philly, 52nd and Pine. And I had worked with him before. He was the first person that came up to stage and beatboxed with me at my request at an open mic when I moved back to Philly like 20
That's
years
what's
ago.
up.
So that's my homie. So I called him. He's like, say less. I'm there. Let's go. So that was new for me to have this experience of working with an actor.
Right.
And he taught me a lot. And then after the video was done, I felt like I wanted to bring an avatar into the whole mix.
Right.
And I had been wanting to work with Sean Tate for like 10 years. I applied to 2 grants, didn't get them. Finally was like, can I, we're not FCC controlled here, are we?
Hell no.
Hell no. All right. I was like, fuck it. I need to just pay for this shit. Just fork it over. Sometimes you just
gotta
need
fork
to
it the
make
fuck over.
the investment.
Right.
So
Yo.
because I wanted to bring the story back, like the narrative with the director's eyes, was all about this relationship situation. And I wanted to bring also the focus back to me to like this little superhero anime character, to the resilience
Right.
of just keep running no matter
love it.
no matter what is going on. That kind of message, like I said this before once on a recent interview, like I think it was one of the Stereotype sound sessions called Green Media Reels. A friend of mine when I lived in Germany said, "Oh, Gretchen landet immer auf ihren Füßen." That means Gretchen always lands on her feet.
Yo, you said that all perfectly. Like,
I speak German and a bunch of other languages, yeah. It has a special ring, right? When I say it in that language. So I wanted to bring that message into the video, that, whether I'm the avatar or she's like another level of me, kind of like Sasha Fierce. Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, so now I still have
alter
to,
ego.
I have to name her. She doesn't have a name yet, but we'll see about that.
Oh, snap.
Gretchen is a spy.
Don't be calling Gretchen those
No, I just figured it out. So I know all these languages and shit. Yeah, okay.
State Department.
I gotta watch this one right here.
That work
Watch
with,
this one
that
right
work
here,
with the kids and
Cass.
stuff. That's just a cover. That's just.
Yeah, that's all.
You know what?
She getting intel right now.
I
baby.
had
know
friends
that.
that I had a friend that told me, "Oh, you should go work for the UN. You should really." But I don't know. I found it kind of boring once I got into like the technicalities of how that diplomacy stuff works. I'd rather be in the weeds with the people.
Right.
Mm.
All right, tell us about your shakers.
Oh yeah. So I always I've been schooled in making instruments with recycled elements. So when I lived in Boston for a while, there were two artisan friends. One was a drummer, Sid Smart. One was an artisan, Bobby Brown. Not the singer Bobby Brown. He was an artisan, Bobby Brown. Mask Man Brown, he goes by. And they taught me how to make drums out of recycled cardboard tubes and real goat skins that last.
Oh, snap.
Not like your little chinky
Yeah.
things that you make like with kids and then they break the next day and they're in the trash. Like really drums. I have some still in my house that are 15, 20 years old and they still sound good. So I learned this technique and then I kind of tweaked it and did it for work for a long time. But drums is like a big undertaking. You need people. You need to soak the skin and stretch them, and you have to have a certain age also to be able to do it because you have to have that strength. So a lot of adult help if you work with little kids. So I started just using shakers instead, like with recycled bottles and pill jars and whatever, juice bottles, and eventually I realized that. So I started using cloth. A Liberian designer that I know, Liberian American designer, gave me a bunch of African cloths. And I started using those kind of like paper mache, but workshop basis, you can't do that. It's all goopy and
Right.
sticky, so you can't just make them and pick them up and go. So eventually I started printing images of those fabrics on labels, getting them printed at FedEx Kinko's on like really high quality color printers and using the stickers. So anybody who's seen me perform, it doesn't matter if it's a community festival, it's a hip hop joint, if it's the Irvine Theater, I've handed them out. Drexel's Mandel Theater, big stage.
She's handing them out right
I'm handing
here
out
on
the
Flat Team
shakers.
Friday Radio. And she performed
I'm handing
one.
them out, and so that's kind of become part of my performing identity, I guess. It's been decades I've been doing that. I started in Boston.
I feel like the first time we seen you perform, you gave us shakers.
Very likely. So this time with the merch,
At
this
DJ the Singer event.
that's very likely. That's very likely. And this is the first time I've spent time making my own shakers. Usually I'm always helping everybody else.
Yeah.
And I try to keep it thematic to the location where I'm doing it or the event, whether it's a health thing, whether it's an African American history thing, a Juneteenth thing, whatever. So I make the images relevant. But this time I'm like, this is about running. So I had this whole new branding suite, which combines the avatar and a lot of work by Code Green Media. And
Cold Green.
so, like, if you look close, they're kind of collector's items because I have, for example, all the cover art for running that we didn't end up using. It's like tons of drafts of things, and then I sign each one. So I'm trying to sell them as merch, because as musicians we're not making money from
Music.
unless people buy it on Bandcamp, which my tune is available on Bandcamp. I now have all my music there.
Get herself on Bandcamp.
So that's what the shakers are about. It's like a natural outgrowth of just my need to connect with people when I perform.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we only got like 5 minutes left, you guys.
We
I want
do.
to hear. Yes, we do, which is crazy. I want to hear some of Gretchen's music. So we want to play Running. I'm going to play it off my phone because I didn't send Toucan anything. So do you want me to just play the regular version?
Do you want me to sing over it, or do you want to just play it?
It don't matter to me. You can sing over it. First, I got to get my YouTube together. I had it.
I'm not your baby.
Bnoir.
I developed this
Music.
tune. I wrote this tune myself on Logic. It was one of the first tunes that I have self-produced, and then performed like 2 years with it. And then I wanted to step it up, so I went to Merc Beats, and we brought in live musicians to kind of fill it out and boost it up a little bit, boost it up a lot.
He said a lot.
All right, thing. Now play right. Toucan, we about to play music, okay? Off my phone. You better play right, phone. Don't mess up Gretchen's phone.
I'm not your baby. If I were, I'd come running. Chicken soup and foot rubs and special kinds of body rubs. When you're up or down, gifts on the daily, homes under your pillow. What be your go-to, your inspiration, your rock? I'm not your baby. I'm your sometime imaginary girl. At your convenience and mine. Your muse, your desire, your fire. I wish I could be your baby. Without giving up all I got. I'm looking for the magic bottle. When I find it, I will come running to you. I will come running to you. I will come running to
Hey. All right. I don't know what that was.
Right. Tell them DJ Wax spinner up next.
All right. So we got DJ Wax Spinner up next. Bnoir.
Yeah.
Gonna come Zoom again with us soon.
All right. Appreciate y'all having me.
Nah, man. They
No,
said.
no, that's not what I said, nigga. I said, is you gonna come Zoom with us again soon?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Y'all be seeing more Bnoir via Zoom. It was good seeing you, bro.
Thank you for support,
that too.
Bnoir. You're always right there.
Gretchen, tell
Shout
them
out
where
to
they
you
can
too,
find
Gretchen.
you at.
You can find me at Gretchen, Gretchen,
Grethen.
Elise.
Elise.
Music.
Music.
Music. Music.
Gretchen Elise at Gretchen Elise Music on IG, GretchenElise.com, Gretchen Elise on all platforms. Running is on all platforms. The video is on YouTube. If you just Google Gretchen Running, you're gonna find it.
Yeah, and go stream it up. Make
Stream
sure
it
you
up.
go on Bandcamp.
Comment, share,
And get it.
repost, the whole nine.
We love you, Gretchen.
I would love you back.
Make sure you support Gretchen with her shakers too. Get them shakers. Get them shakers. All right, stay on your 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And we are out of here. DJ Rex Spinner up next. Happy Monday.